Hey guys, this is Emo Tempest here, coming to you today with a new hero deck profile. I know it's been a while again. I just haven't had a lot of time, but I'm gonna be doing more deck profiles on my local players. I'm thinking I pretty much stopped playing prophecies, and I stopped playing with windups, and I stopped playing with pretty much I stopped building other decks, and I think my main focus is gonna be heroes for a while. I think Heroes has a good matchup against a lot of things now, especially with the X-Seeds and all the stuff that came out in Abyss Rising. So, yeah, I'm going to just show you the deck. I'll talk to you a little bit about it, and you guys tell me what you think. One Stratos, main searcher. He's an engine all on his own. The way I use him in this deck, I've learned to abuse him a little bit more, and that's pretty much the rule of Yu-Gi-Oh! Find something and abuse it, and make the best out of it. Triple Bubble Man for the OTK plays, for the special summoning that helps you the draw power occasionally. I'm not gonna lie, in the last couple of tournaments I've specialed him to draw 2 cards at least maybe 10 times recently. It happens a lot more often. Triple Alias. I don't use Sparkman. I mean this Gemini Sparks, but he's the 19 beater. He helps you with Ryos. He does a lot of stuff. He's your light target for the Shining, and he's level 4 and he's a hero. I have 2 Photon Thrashers in my deck. This deck can do Shockmaster first turn, probably close to 85 to 95% of the time, opening hands. And because of the way I have it set up, you know, triple, and then double. And you'll see in the spells too how easy it is to search. But he's also another good Ryo out. I know everyone sides in Ryos for, you know, against heroes because they think it like stops us or slows us down. But you know, you special him, okay. He either baits the bottomless, or he baits the warning, or he baits the Ryo, and then you can continue with your plays. You know, your 4000, your Excalibur, or anything like that. The hand traps, 2 Veilers and 1 Gores. You know, Maxi's cool, and I was playing 2 Maxis, 2 Veilers before. But Maxis aren't good if you're not drawing into anything, and like to stop OTKs, I guess. And Veilers, I'd rather Veiler something than Maxi something because this stops them, and Gores is just Gores. That's it for the monsters. The spells, double pot of duality for consistency. 3 searchers, 2 recalls, and 1 Rhoda. You have Rhoda targets now as well as heroes. They're 2 Thrashers, so this is essential. And I'm only playing 1 hero lives. I don't want to technically call this a hero lives deck because I play the card, but I was playing without this for a while, and this added consistency. There was still times where I didn't draw a monster, but adding this, I can't really remember what I took out for it. I think it was the 3rd Super Poly that I took out, and I added a hero lives. It just helped me draw better, and it works a lot. It works really well now. Triple MST and 1 Heavy Storm. I don't know why, but I've noticed a lot of decks stop playing triple MST. They play double, which I think is silly. I've learned how to play MSTs a lot better recently, and so, yeah, I don't set MSTs anymore. That's just my new thing. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, obviously. Triple Miracle and 2 Super Polys. Yeah, Super Poly is an amazing card. I would play it at 3 if it didn't. Well, I was playing it at 3 before when my last hero deck profile, and it was great, but it did minus me. It is a minus without, you know, that's not even a question. But you know, 3 of them is too much, and I've drawn into 2 in one hand, and that's just ridiculous. Either I like -2, or I just, you know, I end up sending a Super Poly, 2 Super Poly as the cost. So yeah, I brought it down to 2. The Solemn Brigade for traps, double bottomless, double mirror force, and triple compulse. I don't own Deep Prison still. I don't know why. I guess I gave away all my commons with the Merrick structure decks that I bought. But I don't own any. I was thinking of eventually I would switch these out for Deep Prisons, but I think I'd like compulses better, mainly because they're chainable during end phase, leaving my opponent open for like an attack next turn. and I don't know, they have better answers than Deep Prisons, I think. And the way I abuse Stratos more is Double Call of the Haunted. If you guys haven't tried this card in Heroes, for all the Hero players, I highly recommend you do. I think I spoke about it in my last video, where you summon Alias. Even if you already, like, Stratos has been dead, you summon Alias. And your opponent, you know, summons, sets 1 and passes. On your end phase, you'll activate Call of the Haunted, bring out Stratos, and Stratos will pop during the end phase. He can also search during the end phase or whatever. He saves you. This is back. And I know it seems a little contradictory with the Gores in my deck, but this doesn't last very long. They usually kill it, and I don't know, it works out really well. Especially with the super polys and the minusing, it helps to plus and helps to come out even. That's a 41 card main deck, I believe. Going on to the extra deck, it's pretty simple. Abyss Dweller is pretty much one of the newest additions. Came out in Abyss Rising. He gives everybody a first turn, for a game 1 chance against Dark World and other stuff, and the Mermills. So I think he's important now. And if you do it with 2 Bubblemans, he's at 22, and all your other monsters get 500 attack and defense, I believe. So he's really good. He also works against heroes. If someone does this, it does stop the shining. So yeah, just something to think about. Mace Stroke, Blade Armor, Excalibur, Photon Butterfly, Heroic Champion Gandiva. He's another new card that helped out this extra deck a lot. He stops windups, he stops Rabbit. Turn 1, just set him up with some back row or whatever, and you know, he's good. He'll slow people down for a while. He stops water too. Sometimes you just gotta know when to do it. And Shockmaster, like I said, this deck can open up Shockmaster 85 to 90% of the time. You just have to know what to call. Usually, if you have 4 back row, you start with spells. But if you know what you're playing, like not Dino Rabbit, but Chaos Dragons, you usually start monsters effects, then spells, or vice. You know, it all depends on what you're playing. So, yeah, that guy's great. And the heroes: 1 Great Tornado, 1 Gaia, Oscuridad, Nova, double Zero, and double Shining. The side deck is really interesting, but I think it works out very well. There's 2 cards in here that I haven't really worked out, but I'll show you what those are. For starters is 1 Jinzo. I know this is a silly card. Everyone plays Royal Decrees, but this card beats Royal Decree, and this card beats you know, all your Deep Prisons and Bottomlesses, and pretty much everything. Instead of especially your Exodia and your Chain Burns, they're gonna put in extra MSTs and, you know, stuff to hate your back row, like to stop your Royal Decree. But they don't put enough monster removal other than what's his name, Lava Golem, and maybe a Gorse, but this will stop it. 2 Maxis, just to help you draw into other stuff, I guess, for the side. It does slow down windups, but I would keep the Veilers and the Gores in. 2 Thunder Kings. I usually side these out for Thrashers, game 2 and 3. If I go second, or it's a stall game, like I use Thunder Kings. But if I'm going first and I want to push for game or go Shockmaster, I do Thrasher. Mind Crush, a very important card this meta. This stops Mermill, Heretics, Machina, Geargi, Prophecies if you run into them, and Insectors. The Insectors need a lot of turns to set up and stuff, so if you hit their Centipedes, their Centipedes or stuff, or their Dragonfly in their hand, then it's over for them. I've hit 2 Machina Fortresses in one hand with one of these ones. Totally won me the game. You can, you know, anticipate Trag and Gores with these too. So this is really helpful. 2 Rivalry for the windups and other stuff. Soul Drains for the water deck. And your... I took out Gemini Imps and stuff because I'm not really worried about them, like I said, because I have Abyss Dweller. If I need to, I'll use the Soul Drains, and I have 2 Shadow Mirrors. I put Shadow Mirrors back in because I see a lot of Insector play at my locals, and I don't know, I feel like they're coming back for a lot of players. And 2 cards that I'm trying is Memory of an Adversary. This card is really good. If you guys don't know what it does, you should look into it. It saves your monsters, and it gives you another monster, then it steals their monsters. So this is good against like Christia, Agent decks, and anything else or even a mirror match like a Heroes. They'll attack you with Alias, or they'll attack you with Stratos, and you'll steal their Stratos next turn. And it says it's special summons, so I haven't looked up the ruling, but maybe if it's special summon Stratos onto my side of the field, then I get a search. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for the side deck. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna show you a couple other videos. I'm gonna be doing deck profiles on my other heroes at my locals. There is a Hero Rabbit build with triple Sparkman and Noble Knights. It's interesting. It did really good last week. I didn't get to play it in the tournament, but he did good. And I'm gonna do another folder about my trade folders, guys. I will be giving out prizes. There's a lot of stuff I have going on. I have the Volvo chains, DT7 stuff, random XEs, a lot of Astro Pack stuff to give out. Just keep an eye on my videos. You know, comment, like, and subscribe. The more likes I get, the more likely I'll do it. I know you guys are watching. You know, Solemn Judgments, Torrentials, Retorts, Abyss Spheres. I have a lot of, like I said, I have a lot of Astro Pack stuff. I've been doing good at locals with this tournament. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to give away. So yeah, just don't forget to rate the video, Zemo Tempest, and I'll see you guys later.